Guys, today I want to talk to you about why I try to never buy herbs from the supermarket. This is, for me, it's actually quite an important topic because I love cooking. I love cooking for myself and for other people as well. And I love just adding like handfuls of herbs to like a one-person meal. It's just the most amazing thing ever. So obviously herbs are very important for me for cooking and for making vitamin infused waters and for making teas and for all sorts of things. And well, the first reason why I don't ever buy them from supermarkets is because have you seen how expensive they are? Here in Berlin, you'll pay anything between €1 and €3 for like a small plastic packet to like a bunch of herbs, depending where you're buying them. If you're buying them at a normal supermarket or at a Turkish market or something, depends. But for me that's really, really expensive because I use a lot of this stuff, and then if I buy herbs I'll buy like 5 different types because obviously you can't use the same thing for everything, so it just gets really, really expensive. So what I did when I moved into my new apartment here in Berlin is I started a little herb garden. So I'm going to show you that right now. This is it, basically. This is my beautiful little herb garden. And as you can see, I've got some, this is a raspberry, and it's got a little red currant bush over there as well. You can see it with these leaves, that's the red currant. And they haven't had many fruits this year. I've had about 7 raspberries, but they were literally the best raspberries I ever tasted. In general, I've got here basil, I've got thyme, I've got lemon thyme, I had some sage and then I went on holiday and it died, unfortunately. I've got some oregano. I have no idea what this is called in English. We use it a lot for soups. It's called Liebstöckel in German. The one back there is, what's it called, lemon balm, and lavender over here, and some really tiny little chives, and some parsley as well over here. And this is one of my favorites. Just look at this lovely big chili. These are spicy as all hell. And look at that, it's getting some new little flowers, so it might still have some more chilies this year. And this one is like a tiny, tiny, tiny little light orange snack pepper. And you can see here it's getting little fruits, which is really, really cute. Yeah, so I've got a really good selection over here. Ooh, and I've got something else as well over here. Right in the sun, I've got a little aloe vera, and I've got some rosemary. I put them in pots because here it's a lot more sunny, and over there it's usually really shady. And yeah, so they obviously like the sun, they don't like to get rained on, and they really don't like the cold, so in winter then I take them inside. What I really wanted to show you is also just like the quality difference between your homegrown herbs and the supermarket herbs. So this basil I've had in here for 3 months now. I actually bought a pot from the supermarket and I put it in, and it started getting new little shoots. And this one here which there's basically nothing left of, I only got that one about 3 weeks ago and I put it in. And being in Europe we get slugs, so what happens is the slugs eat the basil, and you can actually see starting to get some tiny new little leaves over here, so it's actually going to recover. And this one here recovered, and when you buy the basil from the supermarket it's got these really large soft leaves, and these leaves here are much more hardy and fragrant. So basically what I've noticed is that with the herbs that you have in your garden, they are so much more potent and powerful. Like the smell of the one that's been eaten and that had to regenerate and adapt is so much better actually now. And the same thing happened with my parsley. I'll show you here. It got eaten completely, but it's getting these new little shoots down here. You can see those tiny little shoots, and those are going to be way better than that soft mushy parsley that can't even hold itself upright. So yeah, it's really cool, and it just means that they keep coming back and back and back. So even though I bought the pot once for like €2 or $2.50, I'm going to get like 4 or 5 pots of herbs out of that, which is really awesome. A lot of the herbs I got from my grandmother's garden, so I didn't even pay for them. I just visited her and sometimes I got it with a plant with a root, and sometimes I just broke off some twigs, put them in a glass of water, and then they grew, and then I just planted them, which is really cool as well. Yeah, so that's basically my herb garden. And like, if you have like a balcony or a little piece of garden, really, like, herbs are the first thing that you have to plant before you plant tomatoes or veggies or anything else that's high maintenance like that. Plant herbs. If you don't have a balcony, do it like I did with my little potted plants here, because you can take these inside in winter, which is really great. And I mean, it's really funny actually, this little aloe vera was about this big when I brought it in from South Africa about 2 or 2.5 years ago from my mom's garden. She has like 10 or 20 of these, and they're like really huge, which is great. And I had it inside the whole time, and now that I actually put it outside into the actual direct sunlight, it's so happy. It's grown, like, it's like tripled its size, and it's starting to get some nice little spiky ridges here just since March, which is amazing. And well, the rosemary's doing all right, I guess. And yeah, that's basically it about herbs. So plant your own, get a little pot. You can get those like long pots that you can just put in a windowsill, put in your kitchen windowsill, anywhere there's sunlight really, and you can sometimes open the window, let it have fresh air. Otherwise, just plant them in your garden actually, and it's so worth it, and it makes cooking so much more amazing. I'm going to try and actually do some more recipe videos, or just some recipe blogs for you guys to see how I actually use my herbs. That would be a pretty fun idea, I guess. And yeah, let me know what you thought of this video. Do you have your own herb garden? What are your favorite herbs? And leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'll see you next video. Bye guys.